So Nick Buckley has joined me to discuss why free speech matters. So shall we very briefly discuss your past and why you've ended up sat opposite me talking?
Sure. Many people probably know the story. It was 2 years ago in May. We had the BLM riots in London. That was mostly peaceful, even though over 20 officers got injured. And
They did take the knee, though, so that's something.
Yeah, they did, but it didn't work out for them, though.
No, it didn't.
So I decided to write a small article on Black Lives Matter because I didn't know much about them. So I Googled them, found their website, so not a conspiracy theory website, their website, read it and thought, oh, I don't like the sound of any of this.
Just before we go on there, was it the part about dissolving the nuclear family?
Disrupting the Western nuclear family
was right,
the phrase, which they've now removed off their website.
Because, I mean, it just sounds evil.
That was the one I had to deconstruct.
Yeah.
Which is a nice term these days.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought about it, and the only answer I could come up with was they want to remove more fathers from the home. That's what that means. And someone who's worked with young people in the toughest neighbourhoods for the last 20 years, that's our biggest problem in society is no fathers in the home. And this organisation wants to promote that. So I said no. So I wrote an article about it. Put it on LinkedIn because, it can be all right, LinkedIn. Didn't put it on Twitter because Twitter's mental.
Yeah.
And then someone saw the article, copied it, the link, put it on Twitter, and all hell broke loose.
The hate mob came for you.
They did. A volunteer at the charity resigned, called me a Nazi and a racist, and wrote to the board.
Sorry, it's just, I mean, I should have expected it really, but like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't take fathers out of the home. Oh, you're a Nazi then? No, that's not what the Nazis were saying.
Well, he did back up his claim
Oh.
because it started off with, when I was in a racist street gang in my youth, beating up people of a different colour, I know what racism is about. And now that I've seen what Nick said, he's obviously a racist and Nazi.
Right.
So
A former Nazi
yes.
who used to beat up ethnic minorities is like, yeah, you look like the kind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that
I take it you've never been a member of a racist street gang?
surprisingly, no.
Really?
No. But
That's weird.
this volunteer had.
And then you founded a charity to help, was it homeless people?
To begin with, it was young people, stopping young people. It's all about personal responsibility. Working on the street, stopping kids getting involved with crime.
Right. Typical Nazi.
Yeah, typical Nazi.
Yeah, that's what Nazis
So,
do.
so the board panicked. Someone set a petition up online to have me fired. That got 400 signatures. And within 2-3 days, the board emailed me going, you're sacked.
400 whole signatures?
400.
Wow. I mean, that is just indicative of mass public outrage.
Yes.
I mean, I'm surprised that Twitter could only get 400 signatures, frankly. Normally there's a very ready, mob in the tens of thousands who are, all up for a cancelling. So, right, okay, that's mad. And the board just sent you an email saying, sorry, you're fired because...
You're fired. One line email, fired immediately. I appointed the board. Three. One was a personal friend for 15 years. The other two have been friends for 10 years through the charity. So they knew me extremely well.